Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, anglers of all ages, welcome, my friends, to this week's Tackle Box. What a pleasure. Little surprise for you all. We're going to go over that. We're going to have a lot of fun this week. I'm actually joined, as you can see, in these incredible boxes here. Big shout out to Megs for getting this every week and giving us these beautiful overlays. We've got Chris and Ben back with us today. We're going to have some fun. Chris, Ben, how are you guys?
Oh, we're all good, mate. How are you?
Pretty fantastic, sir. Really pleased to have you both out. We've had some fun streams in the past and always been able to share some stuff for the folks. So I'm looking forward to today. Thank you for joining us.
Fantastic to be here. Thank you for having us. Just trying to get in your game as we speak.
We're a little last minute, my friends. So bear with us as we continue to set everything up here. I'm gonna drag.
I can see you. I'm just gonna go get dressed.
Yep, go throw on your clothes, man. Don't run around naked on stream, for the love of Pete.
Yeah, what have I said, Ben, about running around naked, man? Like...
I just can't. I can't go back to the office.
I mean, that would just be, yeah. I don't think we're gonna get a raise for that one. Let me jump into here. I'm just pulling the chats up, my friends. A little last minute, trying to. I had to set up the stream a little differently today. And we're looking good. I see everybody over on the YouTube. Hello, chat. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Okay, one more second here. There we go. Now, as many of you have probably noticed by now, we had a little surprise for our friends this week. And it's really nice to see this, and especially when it just appears on your download list, right? It's fantastic. A brand new tackle pack has dropped, and man, I see you've got a different outfit on than I do. That looks good. I dig it. Nice to have the variety. Wow. And now,
I hope you get my best side. If I can strike a pose.
Okay. Oh, not bad.
Bit of that, you know.
That looks good.
Blue steel.
We've rehearsed this, so
of course, yeah. Come on, what would you do the catwalk? One thing we've also got for the new pack as well. I think we can spawn in to show the lovely people is.
Let's do that before I go and look at this clothing. Yes.
My favorite, the Boogie Night.
I dig that. That's my favorite too. I must say, I do like the other one, but this one gives me like I would drive this. Like IRL. Whoa. Okay, I guess I won't. It's gone. Oh, there it is. This one. We will affectionately dub this the honeycomb.
Oh, of course, yes. Maybe I should have called it that. I called it the Groove Buster because it looked kind of psychedelic and funky to me.
I dig it. Oh, you actually named them. Fantastic. Wow.
Everything that is named in the game will be named by me, apart from a few exceptions, such as the name of the blue rat. I didn't name that, but all the variations will be named by me. You've got me to thank for all the unpronounceable rod names, like the Nebuchadnezzar and the Gilgamesh and things like that. That's all me, baby.
Those names appeal to me, though. I'm especially the Nebuchadnezzar. There's backstory with that we won't get into, but yeah, I really appreciate the effort you're putting into this. I mean, it's better than just something plain and simple. It adds some character. Yeah, I see. Oh, you will see that coming, MD, and that's the idea. This is growing on me the more and more I look at it. Did this thing get a lift kit put on too? It looks a little bigger.
It looks nice, doesn't it? No, I think it's just the color. And we've got one more as well. Sorry, I'll carry on. So we've seen the Boogie Nights, we've seen the Groove Buster, and we have the Soul Patrol.
Oh, the Soul Patrol!
Very nice.
I love that.
Big fan. So that's lovely. That is.
Yeah. Well done indeed. Wow.
And if you like, we can go for a little bit of a drive.
Absolutely.
I think the plan is to catch ourselves some catfish, but we are waiting on one Chris, waiting for him to get ready. How you doing, Chris?
You're always late, mate. Unfortunately,
always late.
It's all good.
It won't be too long.
Before we even do that, let's go ahead and jump in here to the customization. Take a little bit of a look-see at some of the tackle pack. Now you can't. It'd be nice to be able to show your screen so you could talk through it. Oh, did we lose Chris? Test.
Come. What's that?
Okay, you're still there. I think we've lost Chris. It looks like he's frozen.
Oh, rest in peace.
No.
No, is he still here?
Are you there still? Oh, for Pete's
Okay, we don't need him anyway.
These are, it's just, this is the thing with lives, and everybody understands, so don't let it frustrate you. We'll get her dialed in. But let me show you, my friends, if you haven't had a chance to check this out, first, I highly recommend you go into Steam right now. It is a free tackle pack, a download. Just hit the buttons, it'll appear in your game, and you can find it here in your customization window. By all means, go ahead and give it a surf. Let us know what you think as well, by the way, in the Discord. If you're not already a part of it, there's a shameless plug. But it's pretty much everything you can see down here with, as now, Ben, you had said, it's everything that's related to the Dogswood, right? Is all the new tackle pack. That was sharp. Look at that.
So all the autumn trees,
Right,
it's kind of named after to get that kind of impression. All that's in the brand new cosmetic pack. You'll see.
Yes, that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. I like that. I like the wine burgundy a lot. The Dogswood sandy desert. That gives me almost military vibes. I dig it. Dogswood navy blue. Let's start at the front here. Now there is quite a few selections now, which, you know, big round of applause once again to the team. Just seeing this customization fill out as we progress, it's great. But I have to say, I think I'm a fan of this wine burgundy, or the sandy desert. Be my favorite. I like the little touch in the corner, and you know, you can go through. Oh, do we have? I didn't even look for hats. Do we have hats?
We should have some hats. Yep, they should be kind of like the fishing, or the kind of bucket hats, and with little pins on.
Okay, the sweet gums.
Yes,
I love that
just
name.
the ones.
Say it with me, chat. Sweet gums. That's fantastic. I like the detail on it. That is something else. So let's get this. Oh, we got the Sweet Gum Desert Camo is going to become one of my favorites by far. And moving right along here. So the hands. Okay, so man, there are so many customizations appearing in here. I'm getting this is great. Is it the Tupellos?
Yep, Tupelo as well. So I'm expecting to see some serious D'Angela Fashion Week at some point when we've got enough. We can have people strut the pier, and show off their stuff. In fact, that would be a really fun community challenge. I'm not going to be much of a hint, but I'd love to have a drip competition.
Awesome. Yeah, I dig it. That's a great idea. Oh man, you can really mix and match this now. So as you can see, my friends, this is the first chance I've had to play around with this, and I'm digging it. I think this looks absolutely great, and you can mix them up well with a lot of the existing. Like I think that Nightfall Onyx Black goes really well with this outfit. Wow, it really is like a fashion show. Just see
exactly.
There you go. We're going with the Sourwoods. Do we want the sandy? I think the brown looks best with it. There we go.
Even if we have a load of brand new cosmetics and they do look lovely, I still think my absolute favorite, what I play on my dev account, is the Bigfoot costume. Yes. With Clayton's hat is my absolute favorite. That's my fit, and my complete choice. That one, I love it.
I have to agree. I think the Bigfoot. I love seeing people running around the preserve in it. You know, although I'm very tempted to go to our sister game and grab a rifle, so that's maybe not a good thing.
Of course. Oh man, that would be. Well, what a game that would be if you could hunt all the Angler players from the Hunter. What a game.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine. I can see the questions, and I'll try and hit that head on as we can. As we've said in the other streams, my friends, we have dedicated members on the team working on the console release, and as soon as we have something concrete to share, we will. But we're not going to offer any dates or times, in case, you know, as I'm sure many of you know, in development things could happen, and we don't want to make any broken promises. So, but I do see you asking. And I don't want you to think I'm avoiding the question. I just want you to know that we're working hard on it. And actually, with Rushy being out here in the last coming weeks, he's actually, seems strange not having Rushy here. He's been very good at telling you folks, like, he's had his hands on it. He's been playing it. So you know it's making good progress. But we'll keep you updated. And again, Discord's your best place and the streams to get those updates. Beards would be awesome. Yeah. When do we get the beards? I don't know. That's a good one, actually. Ben?
Beards, so obviously something we talk about in-house. They're actually kind of difficult to make. They're difficult to make look good, actually, but that's something we really, really want. Maybe there's a beard coming on a character in the future, and then we'll try and get those rolled out for the player character. Who knows when? But we have the technology for bids, so let's hope that we can get one on a player sometime soon.
Yeah.
Because yeah, super requested and obviously very close to our hearts. Well, it depends how long you grow them, but very close to our hearts anyway. So we definitely want some bids in there.
See what you did there. That was pretty good.
Like Clayton's mustache is the one that I really want as well. If we can get that,
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'd be quite him and his wife Lucy would be quite upset if you took it from him. But maybe you can get one of your own.
We have the technology, exactly. Some good quotes being thrown around here. Oh,
Am I alive?
You are
Are
alive,
we
Chris. We
working
can hear
again?
you.
Are we?
Yeah.
Am I alive? Oh my days.
Talking about technology, Chris, I can hear you, man. How you doing?
Oh mate, I'm always good. Always good. I'll be jumping back in 1 second.
You didn't sound good about 20 seconds ago, man. What's up with that?
No, I decided to turn into a robot. I think
cool.
I just trying to live my.
It's all the rage these days.
Yeah, it's a long life dream for sure.
Your best robot life. Yep, I get that.
I know. Yeah, you've got to. You've just got to experience being a robot at least once in your life. So.
All right.
What's your favorite sound, Chris? Oh, I talked over Jaxy. Oh dear.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was.
Unacceptable! Come on, Ben. Get it.
I mean, who's the? I mean, I'm being the host here. I shouldn't be. But Chris, you're a sound guy. What's your favorite sound from the game?
My favorite sound.
Yeah. Professional opinion.
I don't know. There's so many.
Asking you to pick your favorite child. Well, everyone actually has a favorite child. I'm sure as any parent can tell you. So you got to.
I might be watching. I do not.
I think the nibbling sound for me. Like I've always loved that one. That one's been my favorite. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It gives me mild anxiety when I hear it from someone else's computer. I think there's a fish ready to be caught.
Yeah, you always hear it like on the bleed through the headphones, and you're like, "Oh, is it mine? Is it yours?"
Yeah, the adrenaline. Anyway, sorry, I finished interrupting. Resume.
All right. So, guys, we are going to go and target some channel catfish today. If you haven't seen it, it is this week's target species in King of the Catch. It's a pleasure watching our crew in Discord lighting up the competition. It's really gained quite some popularity. So, trying to keep in line with that, we are going to go and do much of the same. We're going to go get some channel catfish. We've geared up appropriately, but currently we're just waiting. We're trying to get us all together here. So Chris is probably on his way in. Do we have room? Are we looking?
I'm running. Don't worry.
Sorry, we're just out of room. We're just filled up.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, no. Oh.
Favorite child.
That's a shame.
Oh, do you see what you kicked off?
There might be an issue. I do have Chris blocked on.
Yeah. I mean, I also block Ben as well. I think Ben causes me nothing but stress in real life. So I mean,
so this is.
I think I'm in.
This is interesting. I can see chat is already taking the lead from last week and are paying close attentions to those that have backgrounds.
But it is true that everything would be so much quieter without Chris. But you're here. Chris is here. This is you.
I mean,
right.
literally,
there we go.
It would be quieter. Oh, we're here. We're alive.
On the same wavelength, buddy. Right, let's get in.
Let's do this.
Where would you like to go today? I have my map open. If we can drop a pin on there, maybe we can pick a place to go. Any plans of where to get a few catfish?
Good question. We could almost even let chat decide if they were feeling frosty on where you would like to see us go. Yeah, we'll have to see. I do see some stuff coming through for the hunter. Guys, today's the angler, and we have all focus on fishing, but definitely reach out in Discord. We can chat there, and join us next Tuesday. We'll be back with more excitement from the hunter. Eggs, what's happening? Good to see you. Welcome. Are we seeing anything from chat? There's no requests on where to go, so it looks like it's dealer's pick. Being as you're behind the wheel, I'm here. Look at this channel catfish. Oh, we got a gold. Gorgar got a gold. Wow.
Oh, Gorgar's got a gold. Then let's find Gorgar.
He should be.
Yeah, where is he?
He's over. He's off.
No, there's Gorgar. Can we get to Gorgar? Maybe.
That's a decent spot right there. He's right. Just
right.
Look on
We're
my
coming for you,
screen.
Gorgar.
Not bad. We could actually fast travel. And you guys probably don't have the fast travel in this account, do you? That's the challenge, because our devs, they play extensively. But oh my goodness, that's a tree. What am I driving? They play extensively, but chilly on the dev build. So we bring them over here, and it's like a mad scramble. Sorry, guys.
We go from unlimited money to being paupers. It's not the best.
You would not believe the setup I have on my dev build. I've caught Big Larry 3 times.
Can we wear more tackle while wearing that vest? Or the hat, I suppose, too, right? No, there's strictly cosmetics. Tree steps, that's right. That's been a thing for me, running into trees, so now you're going to get accused of it as well. My goodness. Wow.
Was that a cookie I just heard, Chris?
Pardon?
As we went past? I thought I heard a cookie as we went past there.
Oh, there's cuckoos. There's many different birds in there, mate. Cuckoos, chaffinches, robins, like you name a bird, it's probably in there, mate.
Bleat it.
I got instantly hungry there. I wasn't sure what we were talking about. Cookie the bird. That makes sense.
Wrong day, Jaxy. That was yesterday.
That's fantastic. What a challenge that must be, Chris, trying to capture all the different sounds that you've brought into this game, because the sounds are immersive. And I've said this before, I'm sure you've heard me. I love nothing better than when I'm doing something, just having this game open, sitting on a boat with the lapping of the waves and hearing everything around me. That's got to be a challenge. You mentioned before, you actually have to go on site for this sort of thing?
Yeah. So, unfortunately not in America, but yeah, we went up to the Lake District, did a bunch of recording there, just trying to capture as much nature as possible. I think definitely for the birds, like which Ben just sent us to the stratosphere.
To the moon.
Like Gorgar's catching some golds left, right, and centre.
Mate, this Gorgar, I want to meet this Gorgar, lad. Oh, lass.
We're
Sorry.
coming for you, Gorgar.
A true pro fisher. But we sink a lot of time into recording different ambiences, a lot of different wildlife, and we rely on a bunch of different outsourcers as well to get us all of those recordings as well, just because we really want to put that detail in there. And I think the only way we can really get that in is by getting people to go out and record that stuff for us as well. So yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, aside from the challenge, it must be kind of fun too. I mean, your job for the day is to hang out in the woods.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, like we usually go out with something. I wonder if this will show up with the background, but I made this earlier. But we usually go out with this thing. Can we see that?
Let's take a look. Let's see
it. Can we see it? I don't know if people can see it.
Go.
There we go. That's one of the mics that we use. So we chuck that into a field, and then we run away. We leave it for about an hour and a half, just trying to record as much quiet noise as possible, and then we come back, pick up all the recorders and everything, and throw it into the game. So, well, we do a bit more than that. We clean it up, all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's sort of the process. Go out, record all the sounds we want, bring it back, clean it up, do all of our game sort of magic to it, and then throw it into the game. So yeah, it's great.
Interesting. Yeah, that's quite the filter you got on top of that. That looks pretty good. I think I'd be pushing for overtime if I was in your position. Oh,
I wish I'd spent the time to learn how to drive. This is terrifying.
I mean, you're not very good.
Fast.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to banter, man. I'm trying to be an entertaining member of this here show.
Do you know what, mate? I'm not annoyed. I'm disappointed.
You know, that's a horrible thing to say. That's worse. You see how that's worse?
Meg with that's a tribble. Yep, big Star Trek reference right there. I've actually I've just been informed by one of I'll tell you right now, you probably have heard the name KMB. He's quite known around the Discord.
Infamous.
He is infamous around the Discord.
Yeah.
He's informed me that Gorgar is actually doing the catfish mission. So we're not going to catch any catfish there.
Oh, well, they've caught multiple fish, right?
Yeah. But I believe the mission they have to push to get a diamond, right? So you'll be.
All right. Well,
they load up.
Let's get out here, maybe.
Maybe get out here. I mean, we can do a bit of research and see if we get some catfish.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
But I have actually just been contacted with one of the best places to get catfish, and we're not too far off.
Mm-hmm.
I put out an SOS in a thing that we use, and I don't think we're too far off.
A thing that we use. I love it. Company communication protocol.
I have a picture of where we should go if someone else wants to drive, because I'm not subjecting us all to that again.
It's your car. I'm not able to.
It's your car. You've got to drive.
Well,
We
I
are
mean,
subjected to
you
your
have the
terrible
power.
driving once again.
Has anyone found a little clue in Golden Ridge that Rush referenced a few weeks ago? I'm going to tell you, Aaron. Some of you have nailed it right off the bat, guessing. And some have been way off, and some are close. I have seen certain clues mentioned that were possibly alluded to by our good friend Rushy. Are we trying to do a shuffle? We're not.
What are we doing, Ben? Where are we going, mate?
There's just so many choices. It's almost as if this open world. There's so many choices in it.
Yeah.
But I've made my
Is it-
decision.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Are
I
we-
have. I promise.
Okay.
And we're going to go there
Okay.
very soon.
True. I am reading the chat, in fact, but we have chat here. We have the chat over in Twitch as well. And as you can see, we have guests out as well.
Let's go.
So it's not all,
Hang on.
me reading constantly, right? I hope you understand.
Let's go.
The Lionheart boat looks fire. Yes, I agree. I like the Lionheart boat a lot. We didn't actually even look at the boats there.
What was the theory behind the Lionheart boat name, Ben? Why did you pick
I didn't
Lionheart?
actually name that one.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Unfortunately, so there's a bunch of names of things that I got named before I got here. Right, let's get out and walk, lads.
Let's get
so
out,
there's
right,
there's a bunch of things that I named before I got there, such as the Rushy, which I don't know what that was named after. It's a mystery to me.
Came out of
Complete and
somewhere.
utter mystery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a mystery. But I was transferred kind of onto the project a little after a few of the initial names were made, and some of those names were the Lionheart and the Blue Rat. So unfortunately, I didn't name those ones. However, all of the variations that you'll see have all been named by me. So everything else, all the rods have been named by me. If I had to have a favorite, it would probably be the Scransnagger, because that is a little bit of slang from me and Chris's neck of the woods, which means to steal your dinner.
Oh, that's aptly named for a rod then, because essentially you're taking the mouths, taking it right out of the mouths of
If you
fish.
didn't return them,
Fair,
of course.
Fair. Okay, yes, I understand. We will be Flatto. Yes, we will be doing some fishing. We're slowly making our way there.
Why did you let me lead? I'm awful. I'm a hiker.
The challenge that as I mentioned earlier, so that you understand, is that our devs here, they play on a separate account, so when they jump in here, they don't have everything unlocked. So we typically drive to those locations and such. But it's also not, the stream isn't necessarily about the fishing, although we like to fish and we all enjoy it, and that's what the game's about. But it's a chance for you to be able to get in touch with some of our devs and speak to them, ask questions. As you can see, we have our narrative god and audio god here today. So by all means, fire some questions through if that's what you guys want. Otherwise, you're going to get a little bit of backstory on things and get some inside info.
Giving a slight shout out to KBM. He gave a bunch of really good audio feedback in Discord. So thank you for that. It's always good to get players' opinions. So yeah. Appreciate
Right.
that.
I think we're here.
Are we here?
have to
Are
be-
you sure?
yeah.
Are
No.
you sure this is the place?
Okay.
It's actually not the place, but I got kind of lost on the way. I was intending to go up to our friend Gorgar, but unfortunately Gorgar is a significant way up there. So we can pick a place around here, do some fishing,
Sure.
I'm
see
gonna
what we
pick it
can
over
get.
here. I'm gonna take up this bank here.
That's the beautiful thing about open world games. You're free to choose completely the wrong place, and there's always a way to get there. It's beautiful.
Right. Okay.
Player choice.
All right. Oh, goodness. Stupid question about this game. Do you have the trophy stats for fishes? Are you doing the Hunter Call of the Wild? No. Currently, right now, you have your harvest screen, which it'll be displayed. But there is talk. There has been lots of talk and lots of requests from the community. And add your voice to that in the Discord. All you do is head in there, go to the suggestions tab, and you'll see what it's all about. Look at Grover. He's just slaying over there.
Gorgar's doing great.
He is. He's absolutely nailing it.
I want to meet Gorgar.
Oh, goodness. Flato, come on back on Tuesday. We can chat more about the hunter then. Yes, absolutely.
Well, you can stay with us. Watch the angler. We're cool too. We're nice.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I wasn't suggesting otherwise.
Oh, of course. I'm just putting an impassioned plea. Stay with us.
It's fantastic.
What's your favorite fish? You two.
Lake trout.
My favorite fish,
Lake trout.
salmon for me, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Salmon. Ooh.
Oh, I now if we're talking in game or if we're talking on my plate, I prefer halibut. In game though, I'm so hooked on those lake trout. Whenever I get some spare time and get a chance to go fish, I have to go and slay on those big lakers. They're huge, they're massive, they're behemoths. They look so good. The catfish is something I've been wanting to spend some time on, so I'm kind of excited to be here. Plus, knowing what we've talked about coming in the future, it could be a lot of fun, and to see sort of what we could deal with. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. I do love catfish. Like they have taste buds over every single inch of their body, so they can taste things within the water they're swimming in, which is kind of freaky. I wouldn't want to have taste buds all over my body. I think that would be horrible. But they seem to do okay. So
that sounds like a horrific existence.
It sounds horrendous.
Tasting everything around you. Like that's.
You could immerse yourself in a bath full of gravy, though. That would imagine the sensation of that.
That's not bad. I can deal with that.
But and also bluegills are like freaks. Like they just straight up they're straight carnivores. Like they'll eat their own babies. They're absolute monsters. So they're terrifying. I wouldn't want to meet a bluegill. So they're my least favorite fish. I hate them. They're weird.
Bluegills, yeah. I've never fished for bluegill IRL. That would be interesting. That would be pretty cool. I'd have to say, so, I mean, as far as real world fishing goes, I think the craziest stuff, and just because now we're talking about fish, I have to tell a story. So I used to work, I only did it for a summer, but I worked at a fishing resort that was a boat. It was up north. And that's where I first got to fish for halibut. And it was pretty crazy. And I thought that was sort of top of the barrel. But since then, I've been out sturgeon fishing here on the mighty Fraser. If you've ever heard of the Fraser River in British Columbia, it's a very popular spot. Always makes me hopeful what could possibly come down the line, because I'll tell you, sturgeon, they'll break your back. They're insane. Ready for the map hits? Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Are there any map hints, Ben? I know
where they are.
I wouldn't know where they are. I don't.
No.
No, I can't.
No.
Any map hints?
Any map hints? Oh God! Oh, I've hurt my back slightly.
You'd have to look close. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Man.
Oh.
Jeez. You okay there?
Oh jeez.
You're right, Chris.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, I've got a really bad back. Hang on, let me.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh jeez. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm feeling better. Yeah.
I have to say I have a bit of a bone pick. When after the stream last week, when I went into the Discord, everyone had done pictures of my webcam, but with me photoshopped out. Sorry, I was really offended. That's horrible. I was really upset. I cried myself to sleep that night. Like, why would you take me out?
Well, I mean, really, the other way to look at it is we just have talented photoshoppers.
Of course. Or your photo
Don't they want to see Ben's like wonderful face there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean,
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
This is the face of the twisted man who dreamt up all the collectibles in reserve.
Hey, Mike Burrows, that's a fantastic suggestion, and make sure that it doesn't get lost. Put it into the suggestions tab in the Discord, please. This is where you'll find our crew are in there steady looking. Oh, did I? Oh, I thought I hit something there. Fantastic. And this is a beautiful spot. But yeah, so if you've missed the hints, you're just going to have to look closer and try and figure it out. How are you boys making out over there?
I have managed to
we're
get
doing all right.
two on the line. However, I think that because I'm on my newbie account, the difficulty with the lion is definitely rearing its head. Also, Gaga, he's my hero. Sorry, they're my hero. That's a 9-kilogram catfish. What is the deal? We need to meet Gaga.
This. I think this is what I like most about these multiplayer streams, is being able to watch people fish. It's one thing looking down the line, but seeing that multiplayer action is really cool. I like that.
Oh, 100%.
Whatever I'm catching here is pulling way harder than what I can possibly put out. You've a better rod than me, right? Don't you? Have a go
no,
fish.
no.
No,
It's
got
not
a worse
going
rod
well,
than me?
mate. No.
Not going
Yeah, I've
well.
got a
No,
worse
you got the
rod
same
than you,
problem.
It's fine. It's fine. It's completely fine.
I did see someone asking about the best tackle setup for catfish, though.
Mm-hmm. Are you
And
going to put that
we
out
do
there?
know that.
Okay.
We can reveal that if people are interested, which is a hook 2, a little bit of liver on the end, and a 7 kilogram line or more if you want something nice. And that should get you a catfish. The problem is that we don't have any money. So we have gone for a cheap option, and boy, we are not catching anything expensive.
I'm just wanting to see these big old lunkers in the water here.
Yeah, exciting fights though.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Got 10K right now, not bad. Keep after it. That's pretty good. Oh, of course you have Meg.
Bulgar again. Oh, this is insane.
Right, should we pack it in a meat gorger?
I feel. Where is Gorga?
Like a celebrity. It's not too far away. Originally, I was off to meet Gorga. Like, they're just up the bend.
Here's a good question for you.
They're just up the bend. Yeah.
Here's a good question from chat. Let me know if you can answer this. When do you get coins for fishing? Because mostly he's just getting XP. Asked by Buffy.
Those are the same thing. So you will get the in-store credits every single time you get a level, rather than per fish. So at the start, it may seem like, and this is the thing that are in our competitors and other fishing games as well. You'll see that every fish you catch, you get coins. We decided we didn't want to do that because there's a wide variety of different ways to get money in this game, not just fishing. So it all puts into XP. Then XP will get you coins when you level up. And I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm hopeful I'm not wrong on that.
We've also got daily, weekly challenges, right?
We have some of those. They give you XP, don't you?
Yeah, there you go.
They do. And as you're leveling, as you are moving through those levels, you get that at 25%, 50%, 75%, and on level. So it's a good opportunity to level them up. So I hope that helps Buffy.
Have you gone off to find Gorgar, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go on a mission.
All right, lads.
I'm going to try and find Gorgar.
Since catch and fish went really well for us there, we've graduated this whole fishing arc, and we're going to go find Gorgar.
Fantastic. We're off and running. Can't get that Jeep up here. Well, you maybe could, but with difficulty.
Definitely not with Ben driving, that's for sure. So, I mean, like, maybe we should just chance it on foot, you know?
I was doing it for entertainment purposes. I'm great.
Oh, sorry, yeah, of course. Yeah.
It was for the stream.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah,
I do
keep telling yourself, mate. Yeah, you did a really good job. Well done.
I can't make it up this stair. All right, cool. We're up.
That's right. As Makazi says, with the missions, you get a ton of golds before you get the diamonds. And it's kind of nice. It's a good way to get you into it. You still need to find those hot spots, though. You're going to want to get out there because there are certainly hot spots for you to explore and to find, especially if you want to catch, the big boys.
Like catching catfish as well is they do like hot dogs as well, which is a bait you could use to catch Clayton. He also loves a hot dog, but you could try that. A bit of chicken liver, dough balls dropped in a little bit of animal fat as well. We'll get them. Anything that smells good.
Is it the crisps?
The Chipotle cheese crisps will also catch Clayton.
Chipotle cheese crisps.
That was my
He
favorite.
loves
What more
Chipotle
could
cheese
you want?
chips.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go watch last week's VOD of our stream for the little backstory, and you'll understand. Is that Smokey the Bear? I don't think I've ever noticed him.
So Smokey the Bear.
Look at the
That's Bernie the Bear. It's Bernie the Bear, which is our own version of Smokey the Bear. Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, I love that. So we do actually have mustaches in the game, technically.
Somewhat. So that was literally based off just a random. I think it was like a Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. I sat down for some coffee with one of the artists, and we were talking about how much we like Smokey the Bear and starting wildfires. Because obviously, you have to kind of put a little bit of that conservational bent into the game, and you want to get a bit of that culture in there. And we decided, hey, we need to have our own version. Why not add a bit of Clayton's mustache like we want to do on everything? And Benny the Bear was born.
That's awesome. I love that kind of backstory because seeing that there, we need to. I'm going to need some graphics for this that I can Plaster all over the community. Oh, there we go.
I would love to see a Benny the Bear emote or something that we could spam. That would be fun, or a Clayton emote or something. Maybe, who knows?
That's a great idea. That is a great idea. I may put some effort into that with our creative team. Hey,
Nice.
one more good question coming from YouTube. Buffy again is asking, is there a max level? I know the answer, but maybe you gentlemen could add to the reasoning behind not capping it, because it's one of my favorite features of the game, personally.
I'll take this one unless you want to pop in, Chris. But
Yeah,
essentially,
you take that, Ben. No, yeah.
there's a wide variety of different player types that play the game. Some of them, like the people who take part in King of the Catch and that kind of thing, they love to grind and they get a lot of enjoyment out of. Grinding's maybe the wrong word for it, but kind of mastery of the game, right?
Right.
And so now into the future, we don't want you to ever get to a new place or a new thing and you not have anything to use, right? You should be constantly rewarded, even if it means having a huge amount of currency. And we need to keep giving you cool and new ways to spend that currency. We'd rather you be constantly rewarded and constantly get stuff than stop that progress, right? So I think there's a little bit of a rationale there, but we never wanted you to get to the point where you're like, oh, there's no point in me playing. Even if I'm having fun, I'm not getting any of the internet points. I'm not getting that sweet, sweet serotonin. We want you to have that sweet, sweet serotonin. We want you to keep going. And so I think that's kind of the rationale between there being no effective max level. That's the plan anyway.
I love it. I love it. That's way better than I could have given any explanation on, because I feel it's one of the best features to the game. The fact that, because it comes down to bragging rights. Let's face it. In a sport like fishing, you're telling your stories of what you've caught to your friends and these trophies and these fights, and to translate into a game, you can really see by somebody's level how much they have invested into that game. And ultimately their knowledge in the game. So I really like it just for that aspect. But hearing the fact is, and Chad, I think you'll agree that there's no cap. It's to let you become as you want to become as a fisher, and having to supply more things to spend the money on. That just gives me a lot of that's a lot of promise on the future. Well said, Ben. Thank you for that. Goodness. Yes, Mason, we can talk about that stuff after the stream. You're welcome to reach out to me in Discord as well. But yeah, next Tuesday we're back onto the hunter. Bernie the bear suits to wear while fishing. Well, may have a potential.
That's a nice little request.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I want a ridiculous mustache that will sort of comes out to here. I think that would be super nice.
That would be great. Big chops even, but I love it flowed. You have the best gear you can get, so you have nothing to buy. So, Hervey Kalla, there is more to it than that, and this is the beauty of it. See, as gamers, and Ben, Chris, I think you'll agree, and I think you guys have all already thought of this. As gamers, we're programmed to think biggest is best. Get the best gear. What's the most expensive? And in this game, having the best gear, sure, you can catch the majority of the fish on the big gear without much effort. But you're not going to get those scores. You are not going to get the biggest scoring fish by doing so. The game wants to challenge you. It gives you the opportunity to play as you want, but it wants to challenge you by getting gear that isn't overpowered, that isn't the big behemoth to catch that little fish. So there's something to keep in mind there. Good to collect it all, but then it's the matter of figuring out what to use and what's best. That must have been something going around the team. However you guys came up with that, it's very insightful in my mind.
I think realistically, obviously, we don't this isn't a game that attempts to emulate fishing 1-to-1, because there are a lot of things about fishing in real life that sometimes aren't that fun, really. So we do try to kind of round off the edges a little. But human beings are very, very good at making fishing tackle. We're very good. And even if you get the biggest fish, if you come at it with a heavy enough rod and enough drag and enough force, you're probably going to be able to have a good battle with it. It's never going to destroy you if you come properly prepared, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even going into the future, as we had heavier rods, as we had a greater ways to actually catch fish, you're going to leave some of the fish in Golden Ridge in the dust as we kind of scale and we add stuff over time, right? So I think it's about always being able to find an experience that's fun rather than necessarily optimizing, the nuts off the experience. Like something really relevant, actually, when we add legendary fish, which is something that we've been teasing for a little while. If you come with the very best equipment that money can buy, you will probably, it's not, the fish aren't superhuman. They're legendary, they're really cool, but they're still, you're still going to be able to catch them if you come with the best gear possible. I think actually, and I hope, we're going to be able to have a bit of a race to catching it with maybe mid-tier gear or slightly lower tier gear.
Right.
Yes, they're stronger than all the fish you see in the park right now and the reserve. Yes, they're stronger than a lot of fish in real life, but they're not like, like a lorry. Sorry, they're not like a truck. Sorry, they're not going to be able to fight with you with like a deep sea rod for hours. You're going to be able to catch them. And it's about getting that best score, I think, and hitting that, which I think is important. I hope that made sense. I kind of rambled there. But,
no, that's great. That is beautiful. I
Eloquent as ever, mate.
Yes,
10 out of 10.
absolutely. You must be some sort of narrative designer guy. It was very
It's almost
elegant.
like it's your job to tell stories.
Yeah,
a job to
and
make stuff
wonderful.
up. Yeah,
Yeah, like,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, I've got a fish on the line.
We've got one on the
Finally.
line.
Oh
come
my
here.
days.
Hey, Gorga, get over it. Oh no, actually, Gorga's catching something.
Oh,
Screw
he's,
Chris. Let's
he's
look at Gorga.
yeah, he just pulled in another nice one. I was watching him.
Oh, this is tiny. It's
Oh, it's huge.
is it going to be a catfish though?
Oh mate, I can't even
Oh,
see that, man. It's
what?
huge.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. I don't want to brag. Don't want to brag. It's definitely trophy size.
Yep. That's one to tell the grandkids about someday.
I didn't realize we'd added some of the legendaries this early.
Yeah, I know.
We need to tell
want to
everyone
brag.
management.
Yeah, I'm playing in debug mode for sure.
Can you target certain fish? Yes, indeed, you can. Absolutely. And Makazi, the idea behind that is to make it unique to a game. Yes, absolutely. Real life fishing based on gear, we realize that, but trying to take a different approach to give more meaning behind what you're doing. Right? Absolutely. No news on the console edition yet. Sorry, Rico. We did talk about that earlier, but as soon as we have more to share, we will absolutely pass that along. The team's actually, it's coming along very well, as Reshi has told us. They've been putting it through testing and working on their daily improvements. So we just don't want to make any broken promises. So once that comes up, once we have something concrete to share, we absolutely will. But valid question. We know there's a lot of excitement.
Yeah, unfortunately, console development just takes a lot of time. And we'd love to be able to promise and say it's coming tomorrow, it's coming the next week. But
yeah,
it's just, unfortunately, I'm afraid we'll just have to ask you for a bit of patience. I know you really want it, but I wish it was as simple as games development as be like right-click, send to a new platform, and it just works. But it's not as easy as that,
it is, right? It's copy and
unfortunately.
paste, I think.
add.fish.exe. You just click that, and
Yes,
push
there
it
you
in
go.
itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, it's really difficult, and it's we do have a specialist team, as we've talked about before, on the console port. So we're not taking it, and that's why you're seeing new reserves potentially coming up and new features, because the core team's still working. The core team we've always had is still working on the main angler game, and we have a specialist team we've got in addition to us who are working away on the console game. And unfortunately, even adding me and Chris can't make the console come any faster. I could write all these stories for the console version, but it's not going to increase the speed of it. So I'm afraid we'll just have to. It's just a bit of patience is what we'll need. I'm really sorry, but I hope it's going to be really good when it does get done.
Well, and I should say this. There's no need to be sorry. The team is working as hard as they can. This is just part of development, my friends, and we will keep you updated as best we can. But as you can see, the team really is they're crushing it over there to get this out.
So we did want to catch some channel catfish. Gorga's just on his mission, which is why he's catching all the channel catfish here.
Yeah,
I just wanted to meet the man, the myth, the legend, Gorga. We can go elsewhere if we want to catch some catfish.
I've got a fish interested. I can see it.
You can see it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it's another
Oh,
year.
here we go.
Do you know what? It feels like a 9K. Let's see.
Yeah,
It's really good.
9K, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've smashed it. There we go.
Oh, mate, I think we got the decimal
yeah.
point in the wrong place.
Wow.
Put that on Jira. That's wrong.
Do you know what? It's a 0.09 increase though, and life is good when it's increased.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Rico, there is talk about that. Absolutely. Oh goodness. Wow. It's a beautiful day out here at Golden Ridge Reserve. Old Gorgar over there just slaying on the mission. It's beautiful.
Oh, I'm in catfish. Yeah.
Oh man, I love you, Gogo. Should we go to a trailhead and get ourselves some a cheeky lift? There's one just up here, and someone else can drive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is right there. The car valet.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoyed naming all of the trailheads. There's a lot of references, a lot of bits and pieces to a place that is a lot like Golden Ridge in real life, Yellowstone Park. We did obviously a lot of deep dive, a lot of research into that. It's a gorgeous place. Like one of my favorite stories we read up was some guys who got arrested for boiling chickens in one of the geysers in Golden Ridge, and there's a reference to one of the chickens in there somewhere.
You're kidding.
Oh no! I'm complete.
That is
The inner
fantastic.
machinations of my mind are bizarre. Everything that you see has a reference or a thought I've had or something along the way, because I think that's best that inspiration works like that. I think is that it just comes to you when I'm off for a walk, or I'm not working, or I'm dancing, or I'm doing something else, and then you'll have, oh, that seems cool. Pop that in there, along with other bits and pieces. Okay, who's spawned in the car?
Edwin, preferably not the guy that's going to read chat, but I can if you like.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
All right, Chris, your choice of car.
No, hang on. I'm telling you. Let's go for a drive.
Oh, what a feature!
You know what? Crazy.
Sorry.
Next time.
I need to go.
But you never know. There might be different ways to communicate coming pretty soon.
Ooh,
So
saucy.
I know.
Teasers.
Yeah.
Teasers.
A cheeky teaser.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Digging it.
Unhinged. Someone stop that guy.
Zachary, what's up, brother? Good to see you with that. And big shout out to all the mods, by the way. Thank you all for coming to help out with us. And to Meg, it's quite after hours for her there, so great to have you with us. What's happening? Are you
parasliding? Tokyo Drift? Incredible.
This is wild. How are you doing this? Okay, reverse. Gotcha. That was pretty cool.
Chris, stop. Has Chris gone offline? No, he's still here.
No, he's here. Oh, yeah, he's disappeared.
Okay, so...
Oh. Well, we're left to walk. Let's run back. Folks, we are experiencing technical difficulties with Chris's connection.
That was incredibly cool.
Yeah. What was K&B's question? What did I miss? I'm sorry. Is the map going to be free? Well, obviously we can't discuss anything quite at this point into the coming soon reserve that has been teased there. We would certainly like to be able to tell you, but part of that has to do with, we've talked about this before. There's certain boxes that need to be ticked off and checked before we can actually, go ahead and discuss certain things. So, but we'll have some more information as that's a little closer for you too. Absolutely. I know. Fair question.
Like the first time we want you to hear all the information about the reserve is when our lovely, lovely marketing team has made it the best possible experience for everyone. You don't want us lot. I mean, maybe Jaxy's a gifted orator, but myself, you don't want us spoiling the surprise of the new reserve, do you? You want to see it in that lovely trailer that is hopefully coming up. So
Yeah.
we'll see when that happens, I guess, and you'll know about it. We promise.
Oh yes, and we won't be quiet. You guys will hear and see all about it. But best thing you can do to prepare is make sure that you're following on the Angler on all the socials, that you're in the Angler gaming groups on Reddit, in Discord. There's a fantastic player-driven Angler group over on Facebook. I highly recommend as well. So lots of places to keep informed. And of course, these streams, as you've come to expect, to often have little hints. Look down there. Look down. I mean, and sometimes
Is over there?
spoilers.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If you were right below me, that would have been a little better, but not too shabby. We did lose him completely, didn't we?
You wouldn't believe I helped make this. I've spent so much time somewhere else that I lose all the paths from where I'm going.
So apparently my PC's just exploded. So
incredible! Oh,
yes.
I love that.
Yeah. Rip indeed.
Well, I can describe what's happening on the screen. I'm currently careening towards a automotive crash.
I'm afraid
It's
for my
looking horrendous.
life. Oh,
This Jeep's
jeez.
going the same way as your computer, Chris.
I'm like, I could use a whole handle up over here that I could hold on to. I was like, wow, man, that was pretty wild.
That was intense.
That's yeah, that was like an obstacle course, not too shabby. Man,
Are you actually driving well this time, Ben? Or like,
no, Chris, not at all.
Okay.
One thing that you missed, Chris, is that when you disconnected as you were driving, you started to do a Tokyo drift.
Oh, it was wild.
From a bug in the game. It was actually quite incredible. You should watch it back on the VOD when you get the chance. It was terrifying.
It was. I wanted to know what was happening. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Like,
if anything, I try my best to bring entertainment at every point in life. So there we go. At least it's working.
Ooh.
Yeah, my camera's just dead. I can't get me back, unfortunately.
Will you be able to join us?
I'm gonna try a couple of things.
Award-winning game called World the Angler.
I'll reboot now.
It's all good.
1 second.
We got 9 minutes, 8 minutes left to go. So just at this stage, you're fine, brother. Don't worry. These things happen when you're live, right?
Maybe a little development thing as well. You'll see the little signs, the names of the lakes that are all named after precious metals for the most part. Golden Ridge et al. One of them will have a sign that has been repaired and kind of had something hammered over the top. And what happened is we actually named that the wrong name during development. And as a joke, one of the artists acted like Clayson had named it the wrong name and hammered a plank over the top and put the new name over the top. So if you can find it, that's a little joke in the dev team that's made it into the real game. That looks amazing. So that's good fun.
A dev Easter egg. Go and find that. My friends posted for me in Discord. That is fantastic. Hey, these boats look awesome.
Super nice.
That Switchblade. Do you know how expensive some of these are, IRL? Some of these get stupid pricey. I won't even tell you what my buddy spent on his, and it looks very similar to this, in fact. So I saw it on the list. I'm like, I gotta pop this out here. That is insane. That looks absolutely fantastic.
He could have got one on Steam or the Epic Games Store for a much cheaper price. If only.
A much cheaper price of free, you would say.
Well, free. In addition to the, I'm sure everyone here already has the Angler.
Did I leave? Did you get back in game? Did I leave you behind at the dock? Did that just happen?
No, I'm here.
No, okay. There you are, right there, sir. I wasn't sure if Ben made it into the boat or if Chris had made it back into the game. I wasn't sure what was happening.
I'm not sure we're getting Chris back. Well, maybe,
I don't think. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see you next week, Chris. You'll be back by then, perhaps. I mean, you working over tomorrow is going to be interesting. We'll have to do that. There's things to be done, isn't there?
So here's an interesting question from Bolts fan, and actually Rushy talked about this the other week. Here, this is probably good right here. He says, is there a way to allow us to pick a couple more weekly challenges, maybe 6 instead of 3? I knocked them out the first day and then have to wait a week, so I find myself playing less. Okay. Now I know there was talk about the variety and how that would be updated as the game goes on and stuff. I don't know that, and I think you gentlemen would probably be more equipped to answer this, but I don't think that upping the amount of missions, I don't know if is that a possibility? That might make it a little too easy, or what are your thoughts on that?
As always, player feedback's key, and if people think, hey, I really want more missions, I want to play some more, we want you to play more too, right? So that's great. I think it's one of those things where, if you play a lot of kind of, especially games in the mobile space or a lot of kind of freemium games that rely on missions, and that's very tried and tested in the games industries and that kind of thing. I think the issue is that when people kind of log in each week and they're like, wow, I need to play this much to get the most out of the game, or they get kind of overwhelmed by the amount of missions.
Right.
And so it's finding the sweet spot. Normally rules of 3s are what we use in games development. That's when we offer you a dialogue choice, and it's yes, no, maybe, or agree, disagree. Rules of 3s are really good, which is kind of where we like to stick to. 6 is still a rule of 3, still sounds good. So maybe we can have a chat and see if we can try and increase that. But the last thing we want to do is overwhelm people who are a bit more casual, who log in each week and they're like, I just want to do my weeklies and then get back to playing other games, because we'd love you to play the Angler all of the time. But honestly, I think it's a lot healthier to play a wide variety of games. And we don't want you to have to, grind all the time. And if you can just log in, do your weeklies and leave, we're fine with that, as long as you're having a nice time, But we agree with you. Maybe there should be more options for kind of those kind of players. I will talk with Danny after this, and I'm sure Danny will say, actually, my designs are incredible, and you shouldn't have questioned me, and I'll feel really bad. So we'll see. He's like that. He's a tyrant, design tyrant. But yeah, I will raise it myself, and we'll see where we get with it. No promises, but as always, we're always reading the Discord, always listening after players, always trying to change stuff. So if that's what people want, we'll have to look into doing it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Thank you, Bulls fans. And he did actually amend there. He said 3 dailies are perfect. It's just the weekly he's more, I guess, focused on. But
the weekly's okay.
Yeah, no, it's a good suggestion. And again, those suggestions, like now, obviously speaking directly with the devs, it certainly helps. But don't forget to get it in Discord. Put it into we have forums for this, and people will actually back you up. They will upvote this, and of course, our devs are reading this and they're checking it out and they're seeing. And it really, I mean, guys, I think everyone agrees. It really helps moving forward with those forums, knowing exactly what the community is asking for.
Yeah, 100%. Because I mean, like, we obviously this this game is built around the community. We want to make sure that we're allowing players to experience fishing to the best of their ability, and I think that like it's always good to have people going, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, because then we can see where the player base wants the game to head almost, and getting all that feedback is just great. I'm definitely around there. I'll be jumping on any sort of like audio suggestions or audio bugs or anything just to try and help out, and it's always great to see that visibility. So yeah, I mean, it's always good to get even more stuff from the player base, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think, and it can't be, like we can't really overstate just how thankful we are about the people that do their bit to kind of keep the Discord positive. Like, unfortunately, one of the downsides as a dev of always being in the Discord is when people are a little upset, and a lot of the time it's, deserved. Sometimes it isn't. It can be a bit tough to keep reading it. And so there's people who help keep a positive kind of mental attitude in there, help being really uplifting about the game and like presenting very valid criticism in a nice way. We actually really appreciate you. It makes working on the game so much easier because, when things get negative, it can be tough. We're humans on the other side of this after all. But when people keep it positive, we can't help but sing your praises. It's a lovely thing to do. So if you're one of the people who's put on the Discord and you look after us and try and be nice to us and say you like the game and you're having a nice time, or you post pictures, it makes us feel really good too, and we like it. So keep doing that. And I think all of us can say the Discord is a much more positive place than it was a while back. And we're really glad to have the people along for the ride that we do. And we hope that we can make the game better and better and better. Yeah.
I'd like to touch on that. It's been a pleasure watching the community shape to what it is today. We have some incredible people in there that give some really not just valuable feedback, but it's pleasurable to read. I love the direction that the community's moved to, and I personally would like to thank especially our Discord crew. It's such a pleasure reading the chat every day, and it's fantastic. So thank you all. And as you can hear, it has a big effect on our devs. Goes a long way. We're floating away from the dock.
Oh my! I haven't caught a fish today.
Oh well,
pretty standard for you, mate, isn't it?
Oh mate, you didn't need that. Oh, my heart.
What we'll do is
my face, man. I can't even see it.
I know. I can't get my camera working.
We'll organize like a solid fishing stream. I have to say, and I think a lot of our folks will agree on this. Right now, what we've been doing here and having you gents out and Rushy and Gaz and Danny and and whoever's going to join us in the future, it is just really something. I feel different. I feel it's different than what we've done in the past and what I see other groups, other companies doing. It's a huge thank you to you guys for coming out and bearing your souls on here. So we will get to fishing here one of these days. We'll just have a solid fish and we'll have a little, maybe we'll have an on-stream competition.
We're back next week, aren't we, Ben? And hopefully all my technical issues.
Subject to change. Subject to
subject to slight change.
I think if anyone's watched this, Chris, we might be kept off the air.
Yeah, maybe. We might
be kept
have
off the
technical issues.
We get shut down. But yeah, for the powers that be, if they like us, maybe we could be back. if the community liked us, maybe we'll be back. And I hope we'll have something new to talk about. Let's hope.
Yeah, absolutely. But surprisingly, that's been an hour already. We've run out of time.
It's flown by.
It has flown. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, both of you gentlemen. You were it's fantastic having you out. Can't wait to get you out again, as you mentioned, hopefully sooner rather than later. And big shout out to all of our chat. Thank you for making this an enjoyable stream and putting those questions out there. It's what this is for. And we'll see you guys across the socials, and we'll see you in the Discord. Don't forget to get in there and make sure to add all of your suggestions to the appropriate channel there in the forums. As you can see, it's greatly appreciated. Guys, thank you so much.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you. Let us know what you thought of the names. Oh, and the new cosmetics pack. You should download that. Let us know what you think. It's lovely. Yeah, post what you think of the names. Say nice things.
Good nice things. Absolutely. And of course, once again, it is free on Steam right now. Make sure to go hit that button, and we'll catch you guys very, very soon.